the whole restore order thing. How you feel about that?
I feel like it's needed. Swave. I feel like it's needed. Battle rap is starting to become a novelty. You know, it was a time when niggas was scared to battle because you knew that when you had to battle on that corner, shit might go down. Shit might go down. You rap. You haven't been in your fair share battles back in the day, and am I right or wrong? That corner store, that bodega, that barber shop, whatever it is, it's like
Your tension was thicker than German guard dogs.
Yo, exactly. So that was also part of the element, King. That was also that was also part of the element into battle rap, like that street aspect of like, yeah, I'm gonna stand on this corner and I'm gonna let you know I'm the realest and I'm not from this hood. You know what I mean? Now it's more like I grew up watching you guys and I figured out how to rap like that because I grew up watching Cortez. I grew up watching Loaded Lust. So they're not implementing. Back then, everyone had their own styles from every corner. Remember when Tech Nine battled Rex? No one never rapped like Tech Nine. Niggas was like, yo, who the fuck is this nigga? He's hilarious. You understand? No one rapped like Goods. No one rapped like Ice. No one rapped like me. No one rapped like DNA. It was all different. And that's why that wave was so powerful because it was like, yo, pick your flavors. Like, you feel what I'm saying? Whatever you like. Now everybody's the same. Everybody raps the same. I put the corner with the like. There's no rhythm. There's no jewels being dropped. It's all a bunch of real nerdy technical shit. And it's like you're not getting anywhere. You know what I mean? And that's why nobody's really in love with these new guys. The fans don't love them. Like, they're not, like, obsessed with them. Like, they're in love with people of our status, the vets. You know what I mean? And they will never turn their back. They'll be like, yo, I don't care how whack he is now. Back when he said this, though, that was the man. Like, you feel me? And they don't feel that same way. These guys get hot and fall off. Hot and fall off. So what they doing now? They doing shock value. They fucking doing all types of crazy shit, bro. And I can't get with that. I can't get with that at all. Like, people just want to go viral. You know,
so
they don't want to make money.
Then?
They want to go viral. Huh?
So what keeps you in the game then if you feel like it's kind of, you know...
Hold that though real quick, G. Hold that. Don't answer that real quick. Hold on, get back to that. The restore order, I want to stick on that for a little bit. So, you feel that a lot of people, and pardon me, G, you feel like a lot of people deserve to be out of battle rap? Like, cause the restore order thing is basically bringing to order. You know, there's a campaign going around in battle rap, bringing to order the things that was wrong with battle rap. If that's the case, niggas should want to kick me out the battle rap at the time that they wanted to, because you know I was with the shenanigans.
You was with the shenanigans, but one thing I can say about you is you made a brand out of it and did your own thing, and I gotta salute you on that. You feel what I'm saying? A lot of these niggas. No, I'm being honest with you.
Shake my hand, nigga.
Nah, because look. Let me tell you something.
Let's say.
Flip.
Don't give it to me yet.
You about the bread, right?
Facts.
All right. These niggas is doing it for likes.
What did you see in the research that you did? So you saw the whole cigarette thing that they were talking about?
I seen it. That shit was trash. That shit was just trash in general. Like, I was like, what? I was like, yo, this isn't, to me, it wasn't even that
because
creative.
I had a nigga Stone Cold stunning a nigga in the battle and all that.
I seen that. That was crazy.
I was all the bullshit. I like that crazy shit, but I know. You know how I felt? I'm gonna tell you. Back in the days, half the shit niggas was saying they couldn't say. Like when Rex was battling on Coss outside with all them niggas, and when the real niggas was outside watching battles. Just certain shit you couldn't say, my nigga. Like you just said, you had to worry about if something's gonna go down. These niggas is just too loosely. You can't. Can you imagine throwing it? And shout out to my man Pep. That's my man. So I never, good dude, man. You know what I mean? He support me for years. But can you imagine if a nigga threw a cigarette at somebody in the middle of a battle in Harlem or the middle of Brooklyn? If a nigga threw a cigarette or a pack of cigarettes at somebody,
it's over.
Nick and E and J fought just because he acted like he had their hand
more. You get damn styling on you.
You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah, I remember that shit.
You feel what I'm saying? Like, he just said because the cal is on him. He didn't know if the cal was on him or not. He was like, what? Boop, boop.
Yeah.
You understand? Yeah. Like, that's crazy. Like, you know what I mean?
So who
like,
do you feel need to be removed from battle rap, though? Bloggers or whomever. Yeah, what you feel?
A lot of bloggers too. A lot of bloggers. A lot of just.
What bloggers you don't like?
Ain't even like I don't.
What bloggers?
I don't watch. Let me. I
everybody
don't.
saying, stop lying.
I don't. But I could think of like
Oh,
this thing.
my fault, man. Oh, stop fronting, man. My
Yo.
fault, man. Come on, Cole.
You nigga. You.
I'm not a.
I'm
not a
outta
blogger.
here. That's it.
I'm not a blogger anymore. I'm not a blogger.
I just feel like everybody's doing the same content, right? I feel like everybody's like, it ain't that niggas is bad, but it's like nobody's thinking outside the box. Nobody at all. Everyone's like, all right, I'm going to go up to the URL event. I'm going to wait for everybody to come out, and I'm going to just get recaps. That's it. Now, nobody's thinking outside the box. Nobody's setting up no type of real structure, no dope shit.
Let me get the
like you're part of a press run for a battle. You're part of a press run.
Let me give bloggers credit, though. Niggas watch the bloggers, right? I don't consider myself a blogger.
Well, you can say yourself.
I'm just me. I don't consider myself a blogger. I don't.
Give me that water bottle so I can throw it back at him.
I don't consider myself a blogger. I don't. And not. You can't. After all what I'm doing or what I've done.
You got the label over here?
You can put the label over here. After all the stuff I'm doing or what I've done, I don't consider myself no fucking blogger. You know, and that's shout out to them. When I started, I did start off blogging, but let me give them some credit. Fans watch. This nigga put his whole mouth over the. Yo, you drink like a grown ass baby. Yo, fans watch the same battle the bloggers watch.
Mm-hmm.
They go to the bloggers, right, for recaps. Mm-hmm. That means when the battle doesn't come out, they go to for recaps, right? That's one of the most important things about blogging, recaps. But a lot of the bloggers have built their own type of way to convey things about battle rap. A lot of them are into the battle. See, I wasn't really into the culture, let's be honest. A lot of niggas that watch, like, man, I was just lucky. You know, I use connections and street situations, and not bullying, but, you know, niggas know me from the streets, and I was able to finesse and get my way into a culture, and the respect happened. You know, knowing Rex and knowing Mook and that whole situation with battle rap exploration, and then going to Philly because I just had a strategy, and I executed it well.
Was it a strategy?
It was.
That's crazy.
It was a strategy.
That's crazy because you don't think that. You think a nigga just
no, it wasn't. Smack and I was on tour.
Who?
Smacking out myself.
You had a record out.
I had a record out.
Oh, when you was on the sidekick? When you was
shit. That's funny. That's funny.
Everybody.
They bring it back.
Yo, that's fucked up. That's 07, but 13 I had a song called a strip club record.
I think I remember that joint.
So I was going around all the strip clubs and I was booked. And Smack was there, Starlets. Smack invited me to Gnome 3. When I went there, now a year prior, Mona L and I coming back from being on tour, she said, let's stop at Summer Madness, but I didn't know what the fuck that was at the time. I didn't know any name. I just knew about the events back in the days that I went to.
You knew Lux.
I know who Lux. No. Okay. I knew the people, but she said, let's go to Summer Madness. That was the day of Summer Madness too. So yeah, she said, let's go there, but I didn't go. Anyway, fast forward, Smack invited me to Gnome 3. Kevin Durant and them niggas was already aware who I was. I was on stage. No. Lying.
Kevin Durant,
Facts.
Fuck out of here.
Yo. Hey, Mr. Volti, hold on. Let's rewind.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
Did I stop? Yeah, check it out. Let's rewind it. The first battle that I was invited to by Smack was at SOB's, was when K-Shine battled DNA. Right? Got on stage. Smack said, nah. Got me on stage. Smack showed me love. Then he invited me to Gnome. I liked it. So when I went to Gnome, like I said, KD is in the fucking footage, nigga. I was there. Everybody was aware. Everybody was saying, who the fuck is this wild, loud nigga? Because I made myself be wild and loud, nigga. He ain't
regular
go,
shit.
He ain't gonna cut. He ain't gonna cut it.
He gonna cut you.
No. He gonna cut it for the face. Space ain't gonna cut it for the face. So I was loud and wild. The strategy was like, I gotta get into this shit somehow, my nigga. I didn't watch no bloggers. I didn't watch no battles. That day when the introductions was made and niggas was seeing me and we became cool and I went home and I watched a couple of battles and that's why I thank Smack and that's why I'm so loyal to him. That day I made a vow that I gotta get involved in this. The first I did was to come up with a battle rap magazine and actually print it out. But then there was 100 bars mag, but I didn't really see that. When I Googled it, nothing came up. I found out after, but I was trying to make a magazine. But then that's when I called Khan, DNA, Jazz the Rapper, Don DeMarco. I called all of them because that's battle rap. I said, yo, come take a photo shoot for this magazine that I'm doing. Then that day is when I decided to sit down and get on camera with them. Just right then and there. Like, let's get on camera. Let's do this. Let's talk. And I just started talking and running my mouth, bringing up old shit that I was aware of. It was all a strategy. Mm-hmm. Then I spoke to Rex and them and I was able to bring up the Reed Dollar shit. And I know that would have got views. I brought up Reed name on purpose, knowing that Reed and them would want me to talk to them. Then I went to, it's all a strategy, my nigga. A nigga ain't that dumb as you think he is. I'm not dumb at how you look. So it was a strategy. Now, niggas talk to battlers. Niggas watch bloggers because bloggers have their own substantial way of doing things.
But they ain't thinking like that.
Hold on. That's true. They're not thinking like that because some of them is not from where we from. Mm-hmm. They didn't have their back against the wall. Some of them is not that. Some of them are actual guys that grew up behind the keyboard. Some of these niggas have not been outside in real life. Some of these niggas, the exception of, I don't want to point no fingers, to be honest, but some of these niggas, you know, they be snitching on themselves, talking about what they, some of the niggas is not like that, to me, my opinion. Mm-hmm. But that doesn't take away from what they do or how they contribute to the sport. I give a lot of bloggers credit because they know what they're talking about. I didn't know what the fuck I was talking about. I was just sorry. Oh man, pardon me. I was just going with the wind. Mm-hmm. So you can't. Excuse me. What I'm trying to tell you is that you can't really say that some of them niggas need to get up out of here because if that was the case, fans still watch them niggas for. They also build a fan base, even if it's based on battle rap. Somebody said one time that, you know, you're basically talking about me, but it's the way they're talking about you, if you understand what I mean. They built their fan base. So what is your problem with bloggers, if you understand? Because, you know, shout out to J Black Champion. Look what Champion is doing. You know what I'm saying?
Champion.
You know what I mean? But there's a lot of bloggers, is the way. What don't you like about them?
I feel like, all right, let's not necessarily say bloggers, right? Let me tell you what it is. I feel like there's no policing. Anybody can get into battle rap.
Mm-hmm. So side over talking about pause.
Anybody can get into battle rap. And what I mean by that is we don't know their backgrounds.
Okay.
We don't know what they're involved in. We don't know nothing. And I'm not gonna name no names because I don't wanna like people say we're unbiased, let's just say, right? I don't know him. I know I was mad cool with Chris though. Like I was cool with Chris. I don't know his history though. I don't know what's going on with that situation. You know what I mean? He's locked up or whatever. I'm on my business with that. That's a man. Whatever he's going through, those are his trials and tribulations. You know what I'm saying? I wish the best for him. But just as an example, it's like, yo, you don't really know who the fuck is who. Okay. And where I'm from, before I even do a collab with somebody on a song or do some shit, you want to know, yo, son, that nigga official in the hood? Yo, he not a snitch, right? That's true. Like, he not a snitch, right? That's true. And it's just like anybody comes in and battle rap.
So you just feel like certain bloggers, they just have the okay to come in. There's no police.
Yeah, and everybody jumps on it like if you're going to restore order, then there needs to be a filter.
But it's a double-edged sword because if the bloggers was talking good about you wouldn't want them to leave.
I don't really care about that. That's not gonna. I don't feel like the blog is at least for Cortez. I don't feel like the blog is influenced what my check is. I feel like they could put me on a certain platform, like me doing this or whatever. I'm appreciative the same way, but I feel like that's off of my relationship with you. That's off of my friendship with you. That's what my job is, to make sure we fuck with each other. We vibe. You know what I mean? Because if you didn't fuck with me, it didn't matter how hot I was. You'd be like, yeah, call on fire, but I don't fuck with that nigga. I'm not bringing that nigga up here. That's it. Yeah, you know what I mean? So, but everybody is just jumping on the bandwagon. Everybody does shit for everybody, and it's the same shit. Like, I don't want to do an interview and say the same thing. I don't want to answer the same questions that I just answered in the last interview.
Right.
It becomes repetitive, and it doesn't help the battlers. It doesn't help battle rap.
So you think bloggers help battle? Do you
I feel like people just need to be more creative. You know what I mean? What Champion is doing is dope. When 15 Minutes of Fame was doing the trivia game, that was dope. Like, do different shit. Like bloggers, like, do different shit.
So let's go down and name
Don't
them.
just stand there.
How you feel about the Angry Fan nigga?
Angry Fan made his lane, and he needs to be the viral one. He needs to be the one that's behind the keyboard talking that shit because he knows every little detail. And at the same time, he keeps it a buck. When you call him, when I have conversations with Caps, it's all official. If I need a favor and I need to promote something or I need to build up some shit, he will do it. And at the same way, when he calls me, I pick up. There's a mutual understanding. He's already known me 4 or 5 years. I didn't know who he was, but the fact that we've been that cool and he's been a man of his word,
Shout out to him.
he was a good one that made it through. You feel what I'm saying? He was cool.
What about the Piper Boy Williams nigga?
Piper, me and Piper was cool. I feel like that whole situation with Rock and stuff was like bad though. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know who he pissed off, but there were certain things that he did that I don't think he realized were that serious. You know, going in front of the jail when Chris Unbiased is locked up and saying, yeah, you know, we're here and all that. You know, sometimes he might have been reaching for the views, and I know he never did anything wrong to me. He's always been cool. I got his number. He got my number. But doing things like that, you will create enemies. You understand? So when that shit happened with his wife, it was like niggas is like, oh, word, you think shit is funny like that? I'm going to let this clip go. Boom. You know what I mean? And all that shit happens with his wife. And it's like, you give out the energy you receive. You understand? He gave out that negative energy and somebody came right back with it. You know, I don't have a problem with him, but I get why niggas don't fuck with him. And I get why people felt the way with him. And now...
That shit with his wife was unfortunate, though. I mean, it's
that's
fucked
wild
up.
unfortunate. He got kids the day before Christmas. The day before Christmas.
That's fucked up. I mean, find out that his wife was you know what I mean? And as I don't want to... I never talked about it, so I don't really want to...
Yeah.
It's none of my business.
But you get what I'm saying? When you give out the
hear
energy, it could come back. Unfortunately, it went to him. I don't think he's a bad dude. You know what I mean? I'm still cool with him. If he hit me, if you need an interview, whatever.
I just feel with him, you know, before, you know, I considered him the leader of the new school at one point. But before, I just felt that, he would go to any lengths to tell a story. Yeah. That's what I felt about him. I just felt that he would go to any lengths to tell a story. You know, like my relationship with Caps, you know, Caps and I never dissed each other publicly. We never made a blog about each other. It was a mutual respect. He know I'm gonna let it go on him. I know he'll let it go on me. Pause.
Oh,
that's
crazy.
That sounded crazy, right? I know.
Let me drink.
Damn. Yo, G, let me rock, G. I know. He know I let it. Yeah. You got it. I don't want to repeat it. Sorry. Yeah. So that's Caps. Now Piper Boy, you know, he's definitely cool. I think that he's knowledgeable and stuff. But I feel that he will go to certain lengths to tell a story. Now that's good journalism, if you think about it. But people in your field, I feel like people in the field, if they get wind of that, the respect value wouldn't be there. Because now we see that. I'd rather a person, if he's going to break a story, you know, work hard to get it. And not saying he don't work hard to get a story. Not saying that he doesn't know what he's talking about because he's not.
He's meticulous. You can tell with his blogs, he is meticulous. He's thoughtful. Everything he does is planned out on the chessboard already.
Yeah.
He's one of them, which is why I kind of gravitated towards his channel. I was like, yo, got his own little way of doing things.
He do.
He's figuring it out.
I watched him too. I watch him. Sometimes I go to his page. I watch him. I like the whole little when he plays the video. Is not talking. When he plays the pictures, that he's not talking.
Yeah.
And he's saying that, you know, he has.
And he
the
showed
other
the
voice.
little gifs and all that. Yeah.
I think that's hilarious. I think that he has his own thing. But I feel that at one point I felt, not feel. I don't feel eager. Too eager. There we go. He's too eager, overzealous, and overzealous can come off as bad to me.
But see, then it comes back to again. Like I said with me at the beginning, nobody is expecting this type of notoriety and fame. You know, back in the day, people before they were on camera, they had media training. They had all this. Ain't none of that shit. That shit is out the window. It's either you got it or you don't now. You feel me? So everybody that's respectable is still gonna make a mistake or still gonna do something that makes them look crazy on camera.
Well, okay, so what about Battle Truth? You ever heard of him before?
Battle Truth, yes. I have no relationship with him.
That nigga's hilarious to
He's
me.
hilarious. I never did anything with him, like spoke with him.
Talking to Mike. Come on.
But
talking to Mike. Sit up and talking to Mike, man.
yo, son, come on, son. You got me uncomfortable.
Turn the other way
with it.
then.
Yeah, you would be cool, my nigga.
Alright.
This?
Sit the fuck up, man. Yeah.
Yo, I'm used to leathers, man. This is
That's a good one. Yeah.
Nah. But
he's hilarious. Battle Truth.
he's wild hilarious. He's also got his own thing. You feel what I'm
He's
saying?
mad funny.
You know what I mean? So
But
like,
with him though, another thing with him, like, and I'm not talking bad about him. I respect him. I like him. I watch his channel. I watch
like
him.
a judge and shit.
Yeah. I go to his channel. I can say myself before I go to anything else.
You go to Battle Truth first?
I go to Battle Truth first. I'm being honest.
That's crazy.
I want to see what he talk about, how he's saying it. But with Battle Truth, the only problem I have with Battle Truth is that he jumps out the window with a lot of things. He do what I used to do, but jumps out the window
Without confirming certain shit?
Without confirming certain shit. That's the only thing I think, like, yo, man, don't do that. Like, I'll be like he would say, he said Smack was a millionaire. I'm like, we got millions of dollars. I'm like, huh?
Yeah.
You know, the only time Smack that I was aware that I saw a big check at the time was at the SM2.
That was a big check.
Yeah.
That was a big
like
check.
certain things he said, I'm like, yo, no, that's wrong, man. That's not the truth. And I understand why he say it, but I just wish that he would just build the rapport so he could have, because I feel that if the information comes off to him right, he can convey it better. And it'd be hilarious. I go to his channel I can say that on right now. And this is going to be out tomorrow or the next day, because I'm going to have him edit. I'm going to have Space go do the restore order. That's the first clip we putting out.
Right.
This is why I want to, we have to make the money on YouTube. So it got to be more than 10 minutes. You know what I'm saying? Because G Money came in and it was like 8 minutes. So I had to stop it. I got to get that check. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to make money off of you. But yeah, Battle Truth, hilarious, funny. But I think that if he had more research to validate his statements, I think he'd be killing him. And another thing that he says, that I'm the first blogger to how he rises his channel, and I love when he do that. You know what I mean? But then I'm like, yo, unless he goes off of me saying, Flip, you're not a blogger, I understand that. I'm a fan of his. So I'm not coming at him. I support him. But when he said, I'm like, nigga, when I first came in 2 months, I had 25,000 subscribers. You know what I'm saying? 2 months. Now, you could say Queen Flip cheated because he had Murder Mook in there, Battle Rap, and Reed. But I had 25,000. I'm lying. After 3 months, 25,000 subscribers. I came out of nowhere. So at that time, I considered myself a part-time blogger. So unless he say, yo, you don't consider yourself a blogger, that's the only thing I'd be laughing at. Like, the truth is crazy, nigga. And he has like a preaching melodic way about him where I listen like.
So you only talking about this because you want to big up yourself and your channel.
Facts.
Just keep it a buck, nigga. Yes, you got 25,000.
3 months. No.
3 months.
No,
yes.
hold on. We got he's the man. Though. I fuck with him.
Battle Truth? Nah.
I think he's dope.
You know it's crazy. I just started watching him. Like I just started watching like the last 6 months, but I'm like, yo, he know what he's talking about. You know what I mean? Like he's funny.
He does know what he's talking about.
And we kind of need that.
I just feel that he goes out the window with certain things that may not be true, and I just want him to.
I think he does it on purpose, though.
You think so? Well, if he does that, he's a genius.
He does it on purpose. He does it on purpose because it sparks the conversation. Yo, you heard what this nigga said?
Because it don't stop me from watching though.
Nah, because he's never gonna jump out the window and say some shit that you be like, what? You know what I mean? Because he gets his info, whoever his sources are. Because I don't see him at battles. I don't know if he goes to battles. So he gets sources somewhere.
That nigga's a legend, man. He don't need to go to battles. He's just a legend.
I don't even know where he lives. Where does he live?
I don't know, man. I don't know. I think Milwaukee. That nigga ill, so he's a legend. He just don't give a fuck. That nigga's in a judge outfit, nigga.
Yeah.
And he yells, no. Nigga blacked out. I saw shit today where he was talking about Smack Volume 2. Asking, he said, when was the last time Reed and Rex was hot? And he said, who want to see So Calm? And I'm like, yo, truth is, I said, get the fuck out. Niggas want to see So Calm, man. Stop it. But it was just.
Yo, SoCon also ducked when he lost to me on his couch when he did your interview too. Side note, because I was the first person to beat him. Talk about it. Champion.
Like him, man. He cool, man.
Yeah.
Oh!
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's cool, man.
Yo, G Money, man, he know we got a different rapport, me and G Money, man.
Yeah,
you know what I'm
G Money
saying?
say cool?
Yeah, he cool, man.
Oh,
He
man.
been cool for a while, man.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He don't know me from battle rap, man. You know what I'm
Facts.
saying, son?
I don't watch battle rap.
That's fact, you know. That's why he talking shit to you. I'm letting you live like G Money. Like this nigga G Money don't know shit. He telling you about the situation with
I'm
girls.
still trying to figure out the whole vote shit. I was trying to just figure
Vote
out.
is like when a video don't come out.
Yeah, it's like it's
Alright.
faulted.
But
They
why don't come out though?
It was horrible. Like not me personally, but like
It's him.
fuck out of here.
It's him.
So the battle.
Just killing niggas so crazy, son. That is
So-
like it's embarrassing.
So, hold on. But we respect Champion. Champion is dope.
I respect Champion, Angry Fan, Battle Truth. Piper Boy, he just needs to like restructure everything and like he needs to situate himself
What about
correctly. Jims is hilarious. Jims is hilarious. To me, he's one of the top. Like I go to Jim's channel right after Champion. I go to Jim shit to get his opinion on certain things.
Word?
Yeah. Like I think what he did
dope.
and how he branded himself, like super dope. Like I said, man, like boom, I fuck with it. Like that much. Like I really think what he did was like really dope because people were hating him. He was going through that whole shit with the Spanish shit too, and people were like, "Yo, he's not that good. He's arrogant. He flipped it around and made them love him." You understand? He found a way to do that. You know what I mean? And that's something I learned from him. Usually, I'm supposed to be giving him the jewels. I learned that from him. Like, yo, you know what I mean? So salute to him on that.
And you know, I'm be as respectful as I can based on the situation. You know, recently I saw the videos that he made, and I thought they were dope as far as like
With the good situation.
Yeah, I liked how he, you know, certain things were said that I thought that like Jims don't say that on camera.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's just coming from the background I come from. But other than that, I like the way that he handled the situation.
He knows how to flip the story.
Yeah,
he knows how to
yeah,
make
yeah.
it
Flip the
to
script.
take it to his advantage.
So now with Jims though, I had a bad taste in my mouth with Jims. Pause.
Yo, you are going for the title today.
because when I first met Jims, I forgot what he said to me, man. Like he just used to. I guess he was. I don't know. I don't want to put anything out in the air, but I guess he was a supporter. You know, I just didn't like something that he said to me the first time.
See, Jims, I'm gonna tell you what Jims, right? I know Jims from battling him. I know him, you know what I mean, briefly before that. We talk much more now, like, you know what I'm saying? Jims, I'm not gonna say fan because like he's past that, but there was a stage before he battle rap where he was fans and he would watch everything with battle rap. That's where his motivation comes from. So he watched everything though. He watched the blogs. He watched the battles. He watched the behind the scenes. He would really watch everything. So when he would come to you, he would come to you as, yo, I remember that blog you did two months ago. You said this, and this. It'll be some shit that, you know, we don't remember everything we say on the camera. He'll remember it and be like, yeah, but when you said this, I didn't really like this. And you'll be like, yo, who are you? Like,
Yeah,
so it came across like,
yeah, he came up to me. I forgot what I think it was at a, I don't know if it was a Coliseum event or.
but did you know who he was?
No, not at the time. I think
Okay.
he reached out to me on Facebook. I don't want to fuck up the story because I don't want to make it seem like, you know, I'm too
Trying to play him
like
or
yeah, I'm trying to
something.
play. I'm not trying to play him at all.
Uh-huh.
But I didn't like our first account. I told him this though. I told him this at Queen of Ring event. He said, "Yo, we cool now and stuff." And I just felt like, yo, my nigga, like, stop playing. Like, I told him, like, you know, he said that he stood up and said he didn't mean to come off a certain way, but I just felt like, man, you don't really know me like that. That I felt that with him, that I had a big issue with a lot of people. Well, even I go through it now. When they watch me online, they think that they know me. I'm not really that funny. I'm not really that playful. I don't know you like that. So if you say something wrong to me, I don't really want to even talk to this nigga. You know what I mean? But then when I had a conversation with him, this is the first time. had a conversation with him, and we discussed it, and I told him, and he was like, I ain't even mean to. He's very respectful, man. I ain't even mean to do that. I ain't mean to. I'm just support him. He said what you just said, and I appreciated that. You know what I mean? I was like, you know what? That's real. And maybe I overreacted mentally because I didn't publicly, I just didn't, I'm not fucking with that nigga. I don't, you know what I mean? Then I began to appreciate him. That's one thing he's able to
change your opinion on him.
And that's ill.
But one thing I could give Jims is he's also willing to put in the work to make you fuck with him.
I agree with that too.
And that is something that a lot of people
let me give it,
feel like they're just entitled to.
Shut up, man. Get out. Let me say that.
Yo, look, man, Cortez, this is Flip the Script is mine now.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
He's definitely willing to put the work in to make it happen. So he changed my whole perspective on him. You know what I'm saying? And I saw him at Smack Volume 1, and he was discussing to me about, he felt the way about, what's those two niggas' name? AR-16 and Con Artist. He didn't like the fact that they was doing the I Want to Battle shit. He thought that was disrespectful.
To you?
Not to me, but he said he felt that they took my style. Because they would go, I want to battle. They would run up down on people. Remember, I had the I Want to Battle shit. Yeah. AR-16 and the Con Artist dude, salute to them, but they would go up to people and
on
do
the tag team shit, yeah.
He didn't like that. He told me that, like, they don't give you no credit. They don't give you no credit.
See, that tells you how invested he is in it.
He said, I don't like that. And I said, you should talk about that shit. Because I wanted to hear him talk about it. Mm-hmm. I wanted to see how funny he would make it. That's why I think that I like how he, the dirty shit and shit. I did want him to talk about it, so. You know what I mean? And salute to Jims, though. He handled the situation with Goods. It was a very unfortunate situation, man, but he handled it well. Goods is my man. I'm not talking about it. It has nothing to do with me. I haven't blogged about battle rap in a long time, and I'm not going to start because something happened. Yeah. Salute to both those brothers for coming together.
That's where your integrity, and that's why niggas fuck with you, though. There's a lot of people that's not going to do that. A lot of people are going to say, you know what? I'm going to blog about this. Yeah. And those are the people that need to be weeded out. Because you could just tell it's not for the reporting, it's for the views and just to try to get some money on the first. You know what I mean? Off the YouTube. Like, it's not genuine. You're not reporting because this needs to be heard from your point of view. You're reporting because you're like, yo, I just need some content out because I'm trying to make some money. But that's whack.
Before I go to G Money, to ask, what I mean, I wanna, and before we close out the restored order, what order do you think? How do you think battle rap should be ran?
Ooh, shit.
Come on, nigga. You just said talk about it, stupid.
Yo, watch how the fuck you talk to me, real talk.
Oh, y'all.
To be honest with you, maybe gotta get to a point where we're us, like the top tier dudes, while we're on our way out, we start managing and maybe like how you represent basketball players and they have agents. Maybe we need to start moving into those roles and weeding in whoever we think are next up, whoever we think have potential, training these dudes, giving these dudes these tips. You know what I mean? We start moving into those type of roles more and it's still filtered a little bit. Yeah. These guys are getting certain cosigns.
I was gonna ask too, sorry, because you talking about the whole policing thing with the with the blog sites and stuff like that.
Oh, my son Lay got.
Do they?
You got more than one question?
Yeah, I'm surprised that you don't know about battle, I guess.
Nah. I'm just listening. I'm trying to figure out.
Let's go, G.
They said. So he mentioned the policing the blog sites. Do they police the artists coming, the battle artists that come to the battles too?
What you mean
how's that
police?
Work?
Not
policing meaning do the top tier guys or the people that run the battles give them some kind of criteria to get in the battle?
I feel like every battle rapper don't stick together. That's another thing. If we all said, yo, we ain't fucking with this blogger,
right?
Niggas a bozo. That's it. But not everybody do that because everybody be fiending. Everybody be fiending for time.
So earlier
if we filtered it a certain way where yo, you're gonna go up to Queens flip the script, you're gonna talk about this, and this, and this. These stories will be heard here. Yo, if you're gonna go to Champion is not gonna have battle rappers up there. They're gonna have the debates and the discussions like Stephen A and you know what I mean? And then you have a Battle Truth where he's just a comedic still very invested a voice. Then you have somebody like Jims that's a battler. It's all different angles, you know. But when it's just so many people that just got this, it's like, yo, my nigga, like, I just did this interview. I gotta do this interview, and it's like, yo, it's nothing. It's nothing. And we, you know what I mean? It's
what about Rome DMV? You ever heard of?
Yeah, Rome. I battle twerk, so I know Rome. Rome at first I did not like Rome. I did not like him at all. I was like, yo, he's just pushing for these DMV guys, like OD. But
gotta respect that though.
But I see the genius behind it now, and he put his people on the map with it. Jack, Ryder, and Twerk. You understand? And he put them in position where it's like, yo, these guys are relevant now, like relevant. You understand? And then his Ether blog, that blog, like.
Yeah.
Yo, I was like, oh my gosh, like he's somebody that he's figuring it out now.
Yeah, God bless.
Took him a while, but he's figuring it out now. And now I subscribed to his shit like a couple weeks ago. I was like, oh nah,
yeah, I fuck
click.
with him too.
You know what I mean? So it was like he's got some shit, but I feel like now that people know like what his MO is, now he has a much more credible voice, and it's now he's really aligning himself with Smack and URL, where they're really fucking with him now. So it's like, you know what? He's getting into the know, so he's gonna know what's going on, and he's gonna be able to filter out shit.
So you feel like, we'll close this topic out. You feel like the top tier should basically decide who gets in and who doesn't.
Yeah. Dudes can blog, but when we start really paying attention, you know what I mean? Like when it becomes a credible thing.
Who the fuck you think you all talking that bullshit?
Yo, listen, man.
Yeah, I'm listening.
These niggas is hurting. Yo, sometimes these guys don't realize they're hurting a brand that they unintentionally. All right, I'll give you an example. When there was a card, the card where I battled Prez Mafia this year, it was called Ascension, right? I was pissed that they put me on a card called Ascension, and it was everybody like making their comeback, and I felt like I shouldn't be on this card called this. Like, I'm not making no comeback. Now they were basically saying, "Cool, it's not you. Prez Mafia is coming back. You battling Prez." I don't give a fuck. I'm not coming back. Like, that hurts my brand. Mm-hmm. You understand? Because at the end of the day,
but you decided to take the battle.
Nah, but we wasn't told. It was told to be on a different card. And then they say, hey, we're going to do it this day. And then a trailer comes out and they named it that. So I was highly upset. Beasley knew I was upset. Smack knew I was upset. I was like, yo, how could y'all, like, again, branding. You understand? Because at the end of the day, everybody on that card is on an Ascension list. Mm-hmm. But the main name you're going to see is Cortez and Prez Mafia. So my name is right there at the top. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. It's like, oh, Cor's on Ascension. You understand? So when the blogs came out, what's the first thing? Yeah, you know what I mean? Cortez is on Ascension. And Cortez, that doesn't help me. And then they doing these blogs, and it makes me look crazy. Mm. You understand what I'm saying? It makes me look like, and I'm like, yo, y'all don't even realize the way y'all discussing this right here is hurting me, even though they fight me. And why the fuck Cortez is on Ascension? Like, what's going on? And I'm like, yo, boy, like, you know you making it worse. Whether you realize it or not, you're making it worse. Mm-hmm. You understand? Sometimes these guys don't know that, like, how they act and how they react. They don't know because they had no media training. They have no idea. They're just going off. And they have no game plan. And then next thing you know, that shit hits the internet. And then it's like, okay, they title a blog. And then the blog will say Cortez, Prez Mafia, Ascension. They could be talking about everybody else, and in the little interview, they could say, oh, yeah, but we know Core's not part of that. It doesn't matter. The way you titled it is still the same. You know what I mean? And those are the things that irk me. You know what I'm saying? I'll be like, yo, man, this nigga don't know what he's doing, man. You know what I mean? But I'm not also going to sit there and fucking cry and complain. You know what I mean? You can't do that with everybody. Mm. You know? So it's like, these guys need to be more aware, and those are the type of people, when I see that y'all guys playing shit out and meticulous and y'all have a game plan, I'm like, I could fuck with him. I could do interviews with him. I could do Hip Hop Is Real. You know what I mean? I could do, yeah, exactly. Like, Hip Hop Is Real, Gene, like, always. They call me first. Yo, what you think about how should I title this?
Yeah, shout out to Hip Hop
Fuck
Is Real.
with them.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
At one point, they were up and running, man. The ball was rolling.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So you know, it's shit like that.
Mm-hmm.